Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulvaney. I have Mike Godwin here to my right, Dan Schultz here to my left. How we doing this week, guys?
Doing great.
We're all doing really good this week.
We are.
It was a great week in the B division.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely it was.
If I recall, 2 weeks ago we were all sitting up here as losers. This week we're
We are.
sitting up here as winners.
Feels
Yes,
good.
it does feel good. So I expect this to be a very positive show.
Absolutely.
Let's start off with Wait For It versus Elite. Wait For It, I don't know what's going on. They're only showing up. I believe they only had 3 guys show up. Elite was kind enough to allow, them Wait For It to grab a couple players out of the crowd so at least they could play a game. But John Radowski, Chris Rower, where were they?
Probably at the beach for St. Patty's Day, if I had to guess.
That's what I would assume too. That's exactly what I would guess.
Listen, John, I'm going to give Chris a pass because he's, because I like Chris. John, just kidding. John is a man of priorities, okay? And celebrating St. Patrick's Day is very important to him, as it is to most people in Delaware who aren't Irish. So I understand why, why he decided to make that more important than playing a hack basketball game. It's an understandable excuse. It's the equivalent to saying he was sick. So I'll give him a pass for it.
Do you just think he wasn't recovered by Sunday night?
Probably not. Well, that means probably down in the beach somewhere. I mean, those guys love Dewey Beach. They're like in love with it. So
The way John has been performing this season, it's clear that his priorities are not in line with basketball at the top. Tyler Malik gave everything he could for this game. Chris Bain, all shooting game, but he was asked to carry the scoring load. Roberto Rivera, 14 points. Now we look down at Elite, just dominated. 30 points from Dante Woody, 38. James Randolph, 11 rebounds, just a monster on the glass this week. Alec Vasquez, 23 points. I got the opportunity to play with Wait For It for a little while. Alex pulling up from half court. I'm not going to try and guard that.
No.
I'm just going to let him shoot.
that was
But-
a 3-point party.
But they were, yes,
I mean,
it
if he
was.
starts making it, I assume
No, I'm just
you're
gonna let
going
him.
to start guarding it.
No,
Okay.
I'm just going to let him shoot.
It's a good strategy.
I mean, it's worth the same as if he's standing right outside the 3-point line as half court.
Yeah,
so
but
I
if
just
he
let
was
him shoot.
standing right outside, you would guard him.
Yes.
But he's proven to make them. Why wouldn't you guard him?
You would contest it slightly, but you wouldn't put a concerted effort into guarding that shot. I think you don't just let him shoot it. You contest it
You belly
a little
poke him or
bit,
something like that?
something like that, some little cheap little jab thing that you can get away with.
Belly pick should be illegal. Should be illegal.
Works
And actually, it
every
is a
time.
foul.
No,
I'm going to tell the refs start keeping an eye on it.
when does the ref ever see it?
Troy Madison, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Great game by Lead. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just trying to get their numbers up in this game, though. I'm confident in that.
Mhm.
But wait for it. They got to get it together. They got to get it together.
Yeah. Still waiting for it.
Next up, we have In the Mix versus Team Battlefield. I believe I correctly predicted maybe even the amount that In the Mix was going to win by. In the Mix still proves to be an elite team in the B division.
Listen, I have Wild Style #1 right now, just because they haven't lost the game yet. They did beat In the Mix. But the way In the Mix is playing right now, I mean, they're the title favorite right now. Unless they fall apart like they've done before in the past in the first round or whatever. I think they have to be considered the favorite to win the championship right now. That's my opinion.
I understand that you're giving In the Mix a lot of respect, but at the same time you are disrespecting Wild Style.
Wait till you get to the game they played against Delaware this weekend.
I can't wait. Team Battlefield, we know what we're going to get. They've shown us glimpses of when other players on the team are going to contribute. But it seems like in games like these, it's a Tyler Hudson show.
Yeah.
And they cannot beat the best teams when that is it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been proven throughout the season. Moses Demby, though, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7
Near
assists.
triple-double.
He needs to get that triple-double. I expect him to. I don't know if they have a game this coming week or if the snow affected them. But I need him to get that triple-double.
Have we ever had triple-double in the B division?
Probably not.
I know Corey Lemons has like
It is the
5.
B division, so probably not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to do some research.
Look in the archives.
Daquan Peterson, 18 points. It's nice for Daquan to have that second scorer
Oh, definitely.
on the team.
Moses adds a whole different dimension to that team, as noted before. I mean, just
It makes them almost unbeatable.
almost unbeatable. Correct.
Oh man.
13 and 8 for Ernest Watson, and 12 and 11 for Charles Spencer.
Yep, all around great game.
Spread out the scoring this
Yeah.
week, huh?
All around very good game for in the mix. And Team Battlefield, yeah, outside of Tyre, I mean,
Tevin had 9.
Tevin had 9
He's our
and 11.
3-point champion. He went 0 for 3.
I know.
Since the shootout, he hasn't been the same.
Should we take his trophy away?
We can do that.
Well, I'm not sure that would be the right thing to do, but
I mean, you're the 3-point champ. You got to make
well, maybe they're not giving it to him when he's in his spot.
5 in a sweet spot.
Yeah.
I understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to be in your sweet spot.
Next up, we have Hot Shots B versus J Squad. I'm going to say right now, 3 best teams outside the faculty, obviously, would be J Squad in the mix and Wild Stock. Hot Shots B, I thought they were getting there, but
No one shows up for them.
yeah, and that's got to be a concern going into the playoffs. If players just not showing up. I mean,
You know, if they had CJ's a really good point guard. If they had Chip Chapman, very good big man. But yeah, guys just don't. For whatever reason, guys aren't showing up. And you could tell that Hot Shots B was getting very tired. But J Squad, I mean, they just had their foot on the gas pedal this entire game. They had 19 assists. They probably had more than 19 assists. We did our best with the assists for this game. It seemed like they were getting an assist or getting a wide open shot on every single possession.
yeah, 19 is that's a
That's a lot.
lot for a game.
Yeah.
And they're the team that I feel like they lead us in assists every week.
They do a great job moving the basketball.
Yeah, they move really well.
I gotta say, I'm extremely disappointed. We were just talking about triple doubles. I'm very upset that Lance Johnson teased me yet again with another near triple double and he didn't come through. That's very upsetting to me. 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 14 points.
Should we add like 5 more minutes onto their game next week to see if
Yes.
we can get it?
Yeah, because you know what? I'm tired. Last week it was 8, 8, and 10. This week it's 14, 8, and 6. It's like, are you going to get the triple double or not? If you're not going to get it, don't come close to it so you can get my hopes up.
Dan, I think what Lance has to do, just so you can get peace of mind, is just get the triple double in the first half.
Yeah, it's not that
And
hard.
then you can relax and enjoy the game, and you don't become just a fan rooting for Lance Johnson.
That's fair. Yeah, that's all I'm asking for. I mean, I just want a triple double really, really bad.
Now, we just got done talking about in our A Division video about how Hot Shots A only had 5 guys. Now we look at Hot Shots B with only 5 guys. What is going on with the Hot Shots organization? Does anyone know?
I don't know. Are they
They're
not
crumbling.
responding to their leader, Bobby?
I'm not sure. I think he needs to
Does he
get
need
the,
to step up his leadership in the locker
I
room?
think he needs to, I think he does need to call them all in and have one of
Players
those
only
inspiring pep talks and just get them all on the same page. Get them to the games.
He needs to let them know that it's almost playoff time.
Maybe managing 2 teams is becoming too much.
Maybe.
So we'll find out. This is not the right time to only be showing up with 5 guys right before playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely not.
John Moore, 17 points, strong performance from him. Martin with 14. You already talked about Lance. Ted, I think he's still just taking a break.
Yeah.
I think Ted's on cruise control until playoffs now. Ted's like, nah, he's probably just relaxing. I could picture, I wasn't at the game, I could picture Ted just sitting over on the side, maybe a little lounge chair, feet up.
That's actually
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually exactly what happened. I don't know why he came with the beach chair to start the game, but then when he sat down and I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. He got his 5 points or
Did he have
4 points and
Sundays?
checked out. He had sunglasses on the whole game. I was like, well, that's why you're not making. That's why you're not making anything. And then he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go chill in the lounge chair. And we were all
Like Hawaiian shirt and everything, just sitting on the sidelines.
We're like, that's
I can
fine.
see.
That's probably best.
Ted's in vacation mode. I think he has a vacation coming up soon. He's just relaxing right now. He's like, my J Squad guys will do it, and then I'll go and show them why I should be B Division MVP once playoffs come. I think that's exactly what Ted's going for.
It's a foolproof strategy. Yeah, foolproof strategy on this part.
Next up, we have the Fireballers versus maybe the hottest team. I mean, obviously Wildstyle is not lost, but maybe at this moment, the hottest team in the B Division, Hog Mob.
Dave Sadowski told me they were going to go 4-4 after they started 0-4.
Didn't I tell you that, Dan?
I'm not sure you told me that. I have very
Every
selective.
time I pick them,
I
they
very-
won.
I have very selective memory, so I'm not sure I remember that. But I do remember Dave telling me that they were going to win 4 straight and finish 500, and that's exactly what they did.
Got Fireballers singing the same tunes every other week.
Yeah.
Well, I think the only team that Fireballers can consistently beat in this league is Wildstyle.
Aren't you tired of bringing that up?
Yeah, they have 2 wins against them. So, and there's nothing that anyone can do to take that away from Fireballers. But yeah, Fireballers, I mean, if they could play Wildstar every week, they'd be at least a 500 team. But unfortunately, they have to play all the other teams in the league, and all the other teams beat them.
Including, I won't say, but I will not stop picking against Hogmob.
Well, no, I don't think you.
With Hogmob.
I don't think you. I think you have to pick with Hogmob right now. As I was just talking about, they're the hottest team in the league. I mean,
Oh,
Dave
whatever,
Sadowski, 12 points, shot efficiently, 5 for 6, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds and 5 assists.
Kyle Lepore, 16 points, 11 rebounds. He's added a lot to that team.
This is probably one of the best games I've seen Kyle play this season.
Well, he's got give him some time to get used to his new teammates and everything. But this
And the
is
style of the B division.
he's the ideal stretch for it. He can shoot a little bit, but he can get inside the lane. and
Who's
he's
more
extremely
the
fast.
ideal team, J Squad or Hogmob? I mean, they just.
Well, right now I think you have to go J Squad.
Have
Well,
to
if they're
go J
winning,
Squad.
but I'm saying like team-wise, they spread out the scoring. All of them, both teams.
I still think
Most other teams have 2 to 3 guys.
I think
that
J
do all
Squad
the
has
scoring.
more players that are capable of scoring in double figures.
I agree. I agree.
But you look at Fireballers, I mean, JP Hurley, I think he was actually 30 to 40 seconds late to this game, and it cost them because they were down, I think, 16 or 17 points before they even scored in 30 to 40 seconds.
They're down 17.
I'm not sure if that adds up, but I think it
No.
was like 16 or 17 nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Rudy Enriquez, if you're going to
Efficient
shoot perfect, let's get more than one shot up. All right, I need Rudy to be a lot more aggressive. It does say S3 assists, which that can't be right.
After he only gave you 1 assist, you gave
Yeah.
me 3.
Yeah, well, I'm very generous when I'm on the little iPad doing the stats. I'm extremely generous. Anything, if they even look at them, I give them an assist. So Rudy probably just looked at 3 players when they were scoring.
You probably gave us some hockey assists there too. Like he
I love
passes
giving
someone.
hockey.
Yeah, I on occasion give them out if
I
I
love
think it's
hockey
earned.
assists.
If I think it's earned. But you know what? Fireballers, they always win at least one playoff game. So just hope, whoever you are,
What do you mean always? They've been here for 1 season. They won 1 playoff game.
that's always.
Yeah,
Is it
but
not always?
You can't say always. You got to have a little more
He's right.
track record.
It's still always.
He's right. He's right.
He's right. I know. I'm
He's
right. I'm right.
He said all.
I'm sick of hearing.
said always.
You don't even play for the Fireballs anymore. You talk more about them than anyone else.
I'm a huge fan of Fireballers,
I would.
and I know about their storied history. All right.
I don't want to hear about this. That's like me saying
The list
the
of-
News went 6-2 3 seasons ago.
Yeah,
It's real good.
but the Nooners never won a playoff game.
Yeah, but we still probably have a better record all time than the Fireball.
I can't even believe you're bringing up the Nooners when they've never won a playoff game. Let's move on. Next up, we have Wild Style, the undefeated Wild Style, taking on Delaware. Delaware used to be an elite team in the B division back a long time ago.
Hey, Delaware kept it close, and I think Delaware has like a 2-6 record or something like that. They're much better than that. But at the same time, if you're wild style, if you're undefeated, if you're 7-0, you still beat them by 10 or 15 points in my mind. They let them hang around in this game, and it almost cost them. Delaware had a chance to take.
I think I looked up one time with like 5 minutes left in the first half. The score was like 11-7.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it was bad. Like the first half was brutal shooting wise. But yeah, Delaware, they hung around. I mean, I'm really curious what their record is with Bill, because I feel like you can just tell when Bill is there, it completely changes.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a game changer for that.
Yeah. 10 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks.
Serving double-doubles.
Yeah, so I mean, they needed a couple more guys on their bench because you could tell they were getting tired at the very end. But Delaware is much better than their record suggests, I think.
They'll tease us with a triple-double, too. 4 more turnovers, he would have had it.
That's the old school. Yeah, that's the old school triple-double right there. But, give Wild Style credit. I mean, they did pull away with the victory. I was surprised it was this close. I mean, I thought they would probably win by 10 or 15. So, the fact that, Damian had an off game, 5 of 19. Brian Avant played well, 17 points. Martin Mency, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 points, 4 steals.
1 for 11 shooting, though. I mean, it looks like Wild Style. I mean, maybe credit Delaware, but it looks like they had an off game overall.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're allowed to have an off game. And if they have an off game and still win.
And Wild Style's still 8-0.
Because, Dan, what does Wild Style do? All they do is.
No.
All they do. Dan, come on.
It's win except against the
Fireball.
What do you have against Wild Style?
I don't have anything against them. I think in the mix, if they play them again, I think in the mix would beat them. Honestly. I just think
Dylan said on the Facebook that he wanted another rematch with
I mean, that's fine to say that, but just think about if I'm a Wild Style player and I'm listening to you talk like that,
Hey,
I'm getting pretty upset about
I
it.
have high expectations. If you're 8-0, if you're 7-0, trying to be 8-0, you're playing a 2-5 team.
You just
To me,
said
you
they're
beat
not.
them by 10 or 15
They're way
points.
better than their 2-5 record.
Yeah, they are, but still, so they could be 3-4 or 4-3. It's still, if you're undefeated, if you're 7-0, say you're 7-0 playing against a team that's 3-4, 4-3, maybe that still should beat them by like 10 or 15. If you're
Maybe
that
that just
dominant,
complements the teams in the B division.
if you're that dominant, you win by that much. Because in the mix, if you've been watching them recently, they have been dominating teams. They have been blowing teams out.
Next up, we have Old School versus the one and the only Prestige Worldwide, which I heard was trending on Sunday night
Yep.
on Twitter.
Yep.
Give Dan
And around the world.
Oh,
Sensing sarcasm over there, so I'm not going to do
no.
that.
Standing ovation.
I will say the stats are wrong.
You
I
did
not,
have.
I did not have 60. All right. I never pat myself on the back on this show. If anything, I'm really hard on myself. I had 19 points. Did I have 16?
Dan, it's my fault. I want to take full responsibility. I actually told the scorers at the table. I said earlier in the season I accidentally gave Dan 3 points when he didn't deserve them. So do
That
me a
can't be
favor.
right.
Do me a favor, and any opportunity you can find when Dan's having a really good game where he won't see those 3 go away, take them away from him.
That can't be. That
So
can't be right.
I'll take full responsibility for this. I mean, who would have guessed that you would be keeping track of all 19?
I mean, Dan, did you just come to this game and say, I'm going to crash the boards?
Like 5 rebounds. 5 rebounds.
I know, that's good though.
What are you trying to say? I'm one-dimensional? over there?
19 and 5?
How dare you? Yeah,
Or-
19 and 5.
I
That's
mean,
a good
the
game.
stats
say 16 and 5.
but
19 and
you
5.
claim 19.
19 and 5. Is that 16? I
Don't
think
you
that's-
know we are never wrong when it comes to stats?
I had 5 threes counted in my
We
head.
hire the best.
And two
Stats has
pointers.
been proven to be 100% accurate.
That's
We
true.
hire the best stat keepers.
That's true.
They are. They are great stat keepers.
That's true. But I don't want to. I don't
You're
want
never
this.
wrong.
Listen, I don't want to talk all about me. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You also got to give credit.
Dan, you actually asked before the show went on the air, is, hey, can we just talk about me when we get to the Prestige game?
I did say that. That's true. I'm changing my mind now. Drew Bukowski, 10 points, has really come on strong and played the point guard for us. Kurt Phillips had 6 points, 9 rebounds. Not his best shooting game, but when you win by almost 20 points, that's okay. Starting Markion was a big move for us. He had a lot of hustle in there, got some extra rebounds for us, and Yeah, just overall, Jesse with 10 rebounds didn't score, but he had 10 rebounds. So we're a big team. We crashed the glass. We nearly doubled them in rebounding. I mean, that's our strength.
So Dan, before I talk about old school, I want to get back to this 3-point thing again. Now, if we took it away from you, who on your team do you think got those 3 points?
We'll put you on the
So
spot.
I'd like to know, because I'm going to go back downstairs. I'm going to take those 3 points away from them and give them back to you. Because I feel awful about this now.
I feel like it might have been 58-36. I don't know. Because I know
That is
for
a
a fact.
safe answer, Dan.
I know for a fact I had 19
Dan, that's a
points.
safe answer.
You're trying to
right
get me
there.
to talk bad against my team, and I'm not. I'm reading on to that, and I'm not going to fall for that. So no, sir, no. But I know 19-5. That was my best game of the year. I was playing on Tatnall Court 3, which is a beautiful, beautiful wide court where I can run around. So much more room for activity, so much more room to do things. And it's so nice to get that court and to play on it, and it was great, and I had a lot of confidence.
Dan with another movie
As my
quote.
team did.
Well,
Another movie quote.
Dan, I have great news. Your first playoff game will be on Tatnall 1.
Why?
It's great news.
Why?
Dan, the playoff schedule has not been released yet. Don't let Mike ruin this little high you're on right now from this week.
I won't.
All right, looking at old school, I'm hoping they get it together for the playoffs, but just having 5 guys show up, I don't know if old school knows this. Everyone makes playoffs, so if they're feeling discouraged, well, get your heads up. They could still get in there and pull out a win, a shocker. We've had it before. When the Fireballs beat Wild Style in the first round of the playoffs last season.
Please shut up about that.
I'm telling them, I'm talking about history here.
I understand it. I think he's getting.
Yeah, why?
I've heard it every week the past 5
What do you have
weeks.
against the Fireballers? Just because, okay.
I'm tired of hearing the team name.
You know what? You know what it is,
Sure.
Dave. It's playoff envy. That's what it is. Okay. The fact that the Nooners haven't won a playoff game yet, and you guys won one, and no one expected you to win it. Hey, I'd be talking about.
Dan, how many championships
I
do you have?
I hope you tell this story to your grandkids. I actually
Dan,
have one championship.
Were you here for that championship?
I'm sorry. How many playoff games did you have?
You were not
so
here,
far?
so you have 0.
Listen,
How many playoff games?
before I have to separate you two.
I'm about to go Jim
Before I
Rome
have
over
to
here.
separate you two. The final game, we have Doc's Old Guys All-Stars versus the faculty.
Do we even need to talk about anyone except for John Rodriguez?
Yes, we have to talk about a lot of things in this game.
31 and 17 boards for John Rodriguez.
John Rodriguez was playing like a man possessed this game. John looks like he's. I don't think I have him. John finally
No,
looks
stat.
healthy. No, I had the stats memorized. I was just wondering why I was left out of this.
Well, John got a foot transplant, midway through the season, so he has a new foot, and it's
Is
serving
he
him
your
well.
B division MVP?
I feel like if John was healthy all season, I absolutely think that the faculty. Almost went off on 10. The faculty might not have lost a game if he was healthy all season.
I think he averages 15 and 12 this season. Is there anyone else in the league that averages that? Dan.
Listen, Doc's Old Guys All-Stars give a lot of credit to
Very
Pete.
good team when they have all their players that played there.
And for parts of that game, they were moving the ball and they were very hard to stop. Other parts of the game, it seemed like it was one pass and get your shot up. They are a tough team to beat if they are moving the basketball.
Oh yeah.
Doc, after a great shooting performance from before,
Played the blue and gold All-Star game this weekend.
so he was
It
probably a little
costed
worn
him.
out.
Costed him.
Nick Foles ran him out a little bit in that game.
But Pete, what Pete have? 26 points?
Pete had 26. He was 8 for 10 from 3.
And some of them were tough contested shots.
Yeah, he had a big one late in the game to tie the game. No,
Yeah.
put them up 1.
Is that up one or tied? But it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
because John hit the 3.
That's right.
We won
John
by 3.
Rodriguez closes out this game with like a fadeaway hand in his face 3-pointer.
And I gotta apologize to John because when that went up, I said short, and it went in. So John, I apologize.
So all this negativity that you have today, you had it on Sunday too. It's carrying over.
Yeah, it's really affecting the show.
Come on.
Positive vibes.
Do you know what kind of game I had? A classic 7-6-1-1-1.
I like that we're calling things classic now. It's great.
Gavin, what Gavin have?
Gavin
17
had-
points,
Gavin
14
had-
rebounds, 12 rebounds.
18 points.
18 points,
I don't
10
have it in front of me.
rebounds.
I'm just
18 points, 10 rebounds for Gavin. That was a big game. And one fall on his back. That looked like it hurt.
Yes, that did look a little rough. Hopefully he'll be recovered for the next game
Yeah, I
and
think
for
they play
playoffs.
this
I'm sure the people at the nursing home are taking good care of him. I'm sure his back will be all right. Never fails to be hilarious, does it? Oh, I love it. It's great. I know they appreciate it too. They love whenever we bring that up.
And I realized Allen's problem out on the court. He's shooting with both feet on the ground. When Allen used to dominate in this league, not too long ago, you were probably still a kid, but not too long
I
ago,
was about 5.
every shot used to be off one leg. I was about 5.
Like
every yes, exactly. I think Dirk actually stole it from Allen, the one-legged shot.
Really?
So I fully expect him to listen to everything that comes out of my mouth, and from now on he will not take a shot. Even foul shots, I just want one leg up.
That's just good shooting.
Now, is that just
Good
starting with
fundamentals.
one leg, so you're like this?
No, it's kind of like he used to fade with it. I mean, I wouldn't do it justice to demonstrate, so I won't even try.
Gotta give a shout out to Brian Mason for Doc's old guys. Had 13 points, 12 rebounds, double-double. We had a lot of double-doubles this week.
We sure did talk about them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like players that get double doubles. That's it.
So just in this game, we had 3 double-doubles.
So, but it was a great game. It had everything.
Yeah.
The only thing it didn't have was the overtime thriller. And last minute, I realized that half of the faculty team, their faculty, their staff, so they had to get over to Tatton on time. So actually, on the court, right before John took that shot, I changed my prediction to we're going to win this in regulation.
And with the John 3 instead of Andrew Healy.
Well, Andrew Healy, I just wasn't feeling it at that point in the game, or I would have taken John out, put Andrew in. Probably the same result, but you know, it was John's game, so I wanted him to be able to celebrate the game-winning shot.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Well, I have all these things. It's all. You know.
Dan, where is the faculty in your power rankings?
I don't know yet.
Top 5?
We'll see. No.
What?
Number 1 in your heart, there, right?
Of course, obviously, America's team. How could I hate on
Now, do
America's
you
team?
think the faculty has what it takes to win this B Division championship?
Oh no. Oh, you're serious? Oh,
Do you
no,
think Prestige
no.
Worldwide does?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to keep the mystery open.
Oh, man, I hope you guys have like a
Dan, if somehow
7'9"
Prestige
guy.
Worldwide could get matched up against the faculty for the playoffs, it would
I
be
love
one
it.
for the ages.
I would love it. I would, yes.
You deep down inside can't really believe that, Dan.
What?
All right. Thank you for checking us out this week. We will see everyone on Sunday.